Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about 5 problems with Ticketmaster. Now, for us old folks, we remember Ticketmaster when you actually physically had a ticket. And, as the pandemic, or wherever we are with the pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, is ending, or we're just adjusting. A lot of people are starting to go out to events and concerts, and they're using Ticketmaster. But many people may have been used to the tickets, actual physical piece of paper that was being scanned, and then maybe the app was for the more advanced people. But now Ticketmaster ain't sending you tickets. You got to log into the app, and the app it has to go on a smartphone. So now I'm not sure, you may be able to request will call, which may be for the old folks or people who don't want to do that, but I'm pretty sure they probably discourage you from doing that. So currently, to the best of my knowledge, will call is usually like you go to the event in the venue, and then you will go to the place and you will pick up your ticket there. But I don't even know if they do that anymore. Like I said, because of all this pandemic stuff, and it's cheaper for them to just make that app and send it to you. So, number one this leads us into number one problem with Ticketmaster is training. Not too many people are well aware of the app and how to use the app, and a lot of people are not just tech savvy. I mean, they're using apps, but when it comes to knowing how to use this Ticketmaster app, I've noticed people are having a lot of problems. And they don't know how to immediately troubleshoot, and whoever's there may or may not be able to help you. Now, from my understanding, some of these apps that where they're like electronic tickets, they're supposed to be able to search your name and find a ticket. Maybe you got to give them like some type of information, and that's that. But I've seen that experience, so maybe there's some hope. Next issue is like, what if you get there and your internet's not working? You can't pull up your ticket. You can't. You open the app, it ain't coming up. Nobody want to give you the Wi-Fi. These things, and you didn't transfer the ticket. We're gonna talk about that later. But you have no internet. So I think what they recommend is that you open a ticket before you get to the venue. Like, who's going to do that? But what I recommend is that you screenshot each ticket. So what had happened is whoever purchased the ticket, it's going to go to their app or account or whatever, and then they'll have like 1, 2, 3. You have to scroll. So like I said, there's no trading. To the best of my knowledge, there might be a video out there, but if it were, they probably would have posted it, and more people would know. But it's like, if you haven't been somewhere in a while, and now you're switching over to this app only, it's going to be very confusing, especially if let's suppose you go somewhere and you paid a lot of money. And when you pay a lot of money, you're not home. You're on some type of group trip like Essence or Soul Fest or Coachella. And then it used to be when there was a lot of people at an event, like a big event. Cell phones start working anyway because everybody's hitting the towers and it ain't working. So there you go, no internet. That's number 2 on the list. All right, number 3 is like, while you're at the venue, you have to show your ticket. But suppose you have to go to the bathroom and you're with someone, and they have to give you the phone. So here we are back to a helpful hint is that they need to. It's 2 ways. Here we get into the transfer. So when you're at the venue, before you go to the venue, if you're the one who purchased the tickets, everybody give you money, they purchase the tickets, you're going to have to transfer your ticket to them. That's one option. Transfer their ticket. One ticket, not all tickets, but one ticket. But of course, they have to have the app. Now, is there some risk involved in transferring tickets? Probably. Or at least some headaches. And then after you transfer, then they have the ticket on their phone. Or you can screenshot the ticket. Is like, say if it's 4 people, you have to screenshot that particular ticket, not the same ticket, because when they scan, it's going to say you checked in if you haven't checked into the building yet. And this is important because a lot of people don't show up at the event at the same time. So you go to the event. Some people are very particular about not missing the first person on stage, even if it's me up there singing. And you're like, I don't want to see that person. I'm going to be late. But you holding everybody else up because you're on their ticket and they hadn't transferred to you. Now, the option could be that you screenshot the ticket and you text it to them. And then when they get there, of course, they would scan the ticket. So hopefully they don't ask for no other questions. But so then as you're moving back and forth between your seats, of course, you have sometimes some venues make you show the ticket when you come back. I don't know why. But they make you, because if you're in my seat, the person will say, hey, this person in my seat. So I don't see any need. Or some people, they sneak down to the floor. But hey, that's the venue thing. When they get down to that part you don't want to get them, then they're supposed to show their ticket and you send them back up. But that's a whole nother discussion. So number 4 is, like, which was part of number 3, people may not know how to transfer tickets, and people who are used to physical tickets going to, like, well, transfer, like I said. But some places you're supposed to be able to look up the name, but that's, like I said, but it could be a hassle. So number 5 on this list is problems with the new Ticketmaster app is you have to prepare before you go to the event. So and this is only for people who don't know how to use the app. So like people who do know how to use the app, they're going to know to transfer the ticket. They're going to know to make sure you have the app on your phone. Now, of course, you don't have no internet. And what I mean by internet, because you can get to the venue, internet just be not working right. So you got to deal with that. And that's why I say prepare before you get to the event. So, you might call Ticketmaster, hey, what if I get there and this has happened? What do I do? And then hopefully they'll have the answer for you. But who knows? But this is the new world as we're dealing with the high price tickets and how to, being pushed in a certain direction to do things and without consideration or enough fail safes. But this is Bug News. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and tell me about your experience with the new Ticketmaster app. And what do you think? Thank you very much.